Good morning, students. Welcome back to class 12 biology class. In previous class period, we have started unit 5th, chapter 13, organism and populations. In last period or previous period, we have lived up to ecological hierarchy or categories of ecological hierarchy. Ecological hierarchy is categorized into organism, species, population, biotic community, ecosystem, biome, and biospheres. Now, next topic is habitat and niche. Habitat is a place which is made up of abiotic factors and where organisms live. It is a large area in which many species are living together. For example, forest, pond, river, sea, desert, etc. There will be a great diversity in physical and chemical situation of various habitats. This diversity is due to temperature, water, light, and soil. All organisms adapt themselves according to its habitat. For example, hillsfish can live in both marine and freshwater. Oocyte of Chiromonas larva can survive in low oxygen containing water. Aquatic plants and animals possessing some specific features which are not found in terrestrial plants and animals. Means the organism living in such habitats, they have adapted themselves according to their habitats or environmental conditions of that habitats. Microhabitats. It is a subdivision of habitat in which only a specific organisms are found. For example, muddy bottom of pond, surface water, edge of pond, upper and lower part of rock in water, tree canopy, depth of soil, upper part of forest and floor of forest. Means it is just subdivision of a habitat. Niche. It is those part of a specific habitats which is used up by any organism for their activity. In other words, niche is the profession of an organism at a specific habitat. This place shows a range of conditions. It can tolerate diversity of resources it utilizes and the distinctive functional role it plays in the ecological systems. Means organism living in a particular habitat have its particular area of its jurisdictions. Types of niche. According to Hutchinson, on ecological basis, niche are of two types: fundamental and realized. Fundamental niche, it is the maximum multidimensional niche a species can use when there is no competitions from other species. And realized, realized niche, it is a niche in which a species uses only a smaller hypervolume due to competition from other species. Each species has its own specific ecological niche where two species happen to occupy the same niche. For example, Paramecium aurelia eliminate parameciums, cordatum, tribolium, confusium exterminates tribesium, constanum means for its survival, one species release the other species. It is called as Gauss's principles or principle of competitive exclusions. Difference between habitat and niche. Habitat is an area of residence of an organism. Niche is a component of habitat which is governed by functioning of an organism. A number of species may occur in a habitat, but in niche only one species occur in a niche at one time. Habitat is determined by a number of environmental factors. Niche is determined by operational requirement of the species. Habitat is the address of an organism. Niche is the profession of an organism, like office, home, within a city, within a town, within a village. A particular home, house or office is termed as niche. Population. Population is usually used for people present in a particular geographical area. 1965 have defined population a population is generally a group of individual of a particular species occupying a particular area at a specific time. The study of various features of a population is called demography, and the branch of ecology which deals with the study of interrelationship between populations and environment is called population ecology. Characteristic features of population. Characteristic features of a population. Any population has following characters like population density, natality or birth rate, natality or birth rate, mortality or death rate, mortality or death rate, age distribution, biotic potential in their production capacity, growth pattern, population equilibrium, population fluctuations, population dispersal and internal distribution of population. And internal distribution. Population density, number of individuals described in the term of density known as population density. It can be defined as the number of individuals per unit area or per unit volume at a given time. Population density can be measured by counting all the individuals and dividing it by the number of units of space. If the total number of individuals is taken as n and the number of unit of space as s, the population density n upon s, where d denote density, n number of individuals, and s space available. For terrestrial organisms, usually two-dimensional units means meter square is used. Soil surface is taken in the square meter or square feet, but for aquatic organism, space is taken in three-dimensional meter cube. Natality or birth rate, it is the number of average individuals produced by that population in a unit time, month, years. Generally, it is taken annually. It can be expressed by natality is equal to annual birth upon population at mid-year into 1000. Natality is equal to annual birth upon population at mid-year into 1000. Increase or decrease in birth rate affect the population structures. Normally, there is a maximum limit of natality for a particular population, but in practice, natality of a population is far less than expected, because many organisms produce a large number of individuals, but only a few can survive in the environment. Mortality or death rate, it is the number of individuals dying per unit time in a particular population. It is also measured in same annual death upon population at mid-years. Mortality is equal to annual death upon population at mid-year into 1000. Death of organism due to old age show minimum mortality. Mortality of any population can be shown by survivorship curve. There are three types of survivorship curve. When death of organism of different age group are same, then a straight curve is obtained. When most of organisms complete their lifespan and die at old age, a convex curve is obtained. For example, in human beings, when most of organisms die before completion of their lifespan, then a concave curve is formed. When death of organism of different age group are same, then a straight line is formed. When most of organisms complete their lifespans, convex, and when most of organisms die before completing their life span. Concave curve is formed. Fourth characteristic features is the age distribution. Within a population, how much number of individuals are of different age, childhood, adult, old age. The ratio of member of individuals belonging to different age group is one of the important factors of any populations. There are three age groups in a population: pre-reproductive, reproductive, and post-reproductive. In a population, if number of individuals in pre-reproductive phase is more, then we can expect a tremendous increase in population in future. Similarly, more number of individuals in reproductive phase also help in increasing the population. On the other hand, less number of individuals in reproductive phase decreases the population. If number of individuals in post-reproductive phase is more than that of the two other phases, we can expect a fast decrease in the population. If ratio of all the three phases is equal, then the population is known as stable or static. Fifth characteristic feature is the biotic potential. Means any particular organism can produce how many number of individuals in its lifetime or lifespan. If the ratio of number of individuals belonging to different age groups and all environmental conditions are favorable, then population increase. The maximum capacity to which a population can grow under most favorable condition is known as biotic potential of the population. Growth pattern. Sixth feature is growth pattern. The way of growth of population is known as population growth pattern. Population growth show two patterns, J-shaped patterns and S-shaped patterns are sigmoid pattern and J-shaped patterns. The J-shaped form in some organisms the population increase very fast in the beginning because of some environmental factors. Growth is checked abruptly. For example, we have seen the yeast or other fungus growing on food substances. They grow very fast because there is no competition and food is available in plenty. Therefore, they grow very fast rates, but after a time, as the population increases, all the food substances are utilized by them, and due to lack of foods, the population is destroyed completely at a time. Therefore, they form J-shaped growth curve, also J-shaped growth pattern. S-shaped are sigmoid. Most of organisms represent sigmoid growth patterns. in this pattern, the increase in population is very slow in the beginning, then there is a fast growth, and then become stable. So first it enters to late phase, is a new populations growing in new environments. First they have to adapt themselves according to environments. Then after stabilizing there, they increase their number in exponential rate. Then after increasing the population and shortage of space and food materials, they enter to the senescence phase or equilibrium, and afterwards there is decline in the number of population of that species. Seventh factor or feature is population equilibrium. When growth pattern of any population is observed, then it becomes clear that any population increases at faster rate in the beginning in a new area and reaches to a maximum limit, and then remain constant for long time. This phase is called as population equilibrium. At equilibrium, birth and death rate of any population become equal. Eighth feature is population fluctuations. Any increase or decrease in number of individuals in a population from its equilibrium state is known as population fluctuations. It may occur due to various reasons, such as due to change in climate, or due to change in physical environment, or due to predators. Ninth feature is population dispersal or distribution of population. Movement of individuals of a population from a particular place to another is known as population dispersal. Dispersal of member of population may occur for search of food, escape from enemies, or for breeding purpose. There are three types of population dispersal: immigration, immigration, and migration. Immigration, inward movement of member of other population and settle with local population. It causes increase in population, or incoming of individuals in any population to increase number of population is called immigration. Immigration, outward movement of individual of a population to shift in some other places. It causes decrease in the number of population. Migration, it is two-sided. It can be observed in birds. It is periodic departure of organism returning back to its original place. For example, Siberian cranes visit India during winter and go back to north during summer. Indian bird, koel, in winter season it migrates toward the south, and on return of spring seasons it again come back to the North India. 10th feature is internal distribution of population or population structure. Population structure means distribution of individual in a population. It may be three types: uniform distribution, or random distribution, or clump. Clump distribution. Uniform distribution, when individuals are uniformly distributed in a population, it is found in such places where there is struggle for existence. Random distribution, when in a population individuals are arranged in a scattered way, it is rarely seen. And clump distribution, when in a population individuals are found in one or more than one groups, it may be of three types: uniform clump, random clump, or aggregate clump. Clumping of individuals in a population depends on condition of habitat, change in climate, reproductive behavior, and social attractions. Generally, clumped distribution is found in various populations because most of organisms like to live in group. In clump distribution, individuals struggle for food, place, but it is useful for the organism in following ways. Due to this, power of struggle against unfavorable conditions develop in the individuals. Organisms of clump groups adapt themselves according to their environment, but it should be remembered that clumping is not always beneficial for the population. It may also cause overcrowding or overpopulation in a region. Overpopulations and very low density population both are harmful for its stability. This can be understood by the example when the group of birds is small, the member have big reproductive ability. Dense vegetation protects the loss of plants from soil erosion and intense wind velocity. Dense population of fishes in water save them from various toxin or poison because the mucilage present on their body surface minimize the effect of toxins. चालू कर दो. Ecological adaptation. Ability of organism to survive in changed ecological conditions or changed climatic conditions or changed environment is called adaptations. Different climatic conditions prevail in different parts of Earth. We are well known that every organism is structurally and functionally suited for a particular environment. This is due to reason that because of inhabiting of a particular species in a specific environment for several generations, specialized features are developed in the individuals. Such features help the organism to grow, develop, flourish, and reproduce in the given environment. These are unable to inhabit a drastically different environmental conditions. For example, polar bears can never be inhabitant of tropical conditions. Therefore, adaptation can be defined as the structural and functional changes in an organism which help in its survival in a given environment. In broader sense, all the useful structural and physiological or functional or behavior changes develop in the plants over long period of times so as to adjust themselves to a particular environment is known as responses or adaptations, or the morphological, physiological or behavior changes occurs in the body of organism to make them able to survive in that environmental conditions is called adaptations. Their adaptive or responsive features are usually genetically heritable. The features which make them able to survive in a particular climatic conditions is transferred to next generations. If not, they are called acclimatized features. Adaptation brings about both morphological and physiological changes in organisms, plants and animals. There is a direct correlation between environmental variations and physiological behavior of the plants, leading to growth and development of plants with similar water relations having similar ecological characteristics. Water play an indispensable role in the distribution and kind of vegetation in an area. Each and every group of plants possesses some special features or modifications for growing well in the particular habitat. Adaptations or responsive features of one group of plants are not seen in other groups. For example, hydrophytic adaptations are not seen in xerophytic plants, and xerophytic adaptations are not found in hydrophytic plants. Adaptations may occur morphologically and anatomically or both, and certain adaptive features can also be recognized in physiological level also. Newman defined adaptation as the mutual fitness of organism and environment. It is a factor that increases fitness of a particular plant to that environment in which the plant is living. Each and every type of plant grow in a group, and their groupism depends mainly on the requirement of similar ecological conditions. The group of plants which grow in similar environmental conditions together constitute group called ecological groups.